Do you want to experience true paradise? Do you or do you not want to look like this forever? Well, want no more, you little fancy pants scallywag you, because Isle Delfino will without question grant all of your wishes and hopes and desires. So come on down to Isle Delfino, where the drinks are sweet and the dancing is, well, abundant. Also, if you look like this, don't bother showing up because your entire visits will be grueling and life-threatening as you try to fight a manic turtle or two. But otherwise, we hope to see you come and enjoy the beautiful Isle Delfino.
That shadow!
Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to Glitch Vault. Today we're taking a look at the fantastic Super Mario Sunshine for the Nintendo GameCube system in all of its broken glory. This video will be in parts because there are too many glitches that I wanted to showcase, so for this episode I'm going to be showing you the random garbage that you can get done. So please enjoy me goofing off to the fullest extent.
Here we go!
To kick things off, head over to Pinna Park and pick the Beach Cannon Secret Shine. Basically, you're going to want to hover over Monty Mole and ground pound at the right time. Eventually, you'll pop right through and enter the secret area. Basically, all you're doing is just scaring the mole dude into his hidey hole and being in a spot where the latch doesn't affect your movement. Now, as to where Mr. Mole actually ended up, the world may never know. But this one's pretty simple and easy and took me like 3 tries, so get in there and get work done. Moving on, there's this really sick glitch you can perform at this wonky gate behind that big shrine sprite thing. Shine sprite. Swim into it and press B. That is literally all that you do. Now, there are 3 outcomes when you do this. 1, you fall into the tunnels, which is pretty neat, I guess. You can just run around and whatnot like you would normally. 2nd, you start walking underwater. This is really fun to mess around with and jump around with, and resets once you re-enter the water. But last and certainly not least, you can fall through the ground and land underwater in front of the shine, and this is where the real fun begins. Everybody, welcome to the Delfino Underworld. Here we can freely roam around all the water parts of Delfino Plaza, including the entire ocean. Well, not the whole thing, the normal boundaries are in place, but seriously, this glitch is pretty nifty. Mario is so excited about being able to run around underwater that he cannot keep his moves to himself. He is just going crazy. I for one cannot blame him because this glitch is super sweet and fun to mess around with. This next glitch is a tougher one. Grab your rocket nozzle and launch precisely at this spot outside the boathouse. Once you see the inside room, try to dive outside of it. If all those steps were done correctly, you will fall quite a ways downward back outside, but this time, Delfino Plaza is invisible. Yes, there is a weird copy of Delfino Plaza below, the correct one, that is missing most of its textures. As you can see, the boathouse that we just came from is still up in the sky. Or maybe the inside of the boathouse is just up in the sky, so when we quote-unquote went inside of it, we were teleported high above Delfino Plaza and came back down with the textures hidden. Now things are getting a little spicy. Now before you start commenting about how wrong I am, I tested this theory using some elite hacks to make Mario jump super high. So lo and behold, standing directly underneath the higher boathouse room and launching up to it placed me directly inside, able to walk out into a normal Delfino. But for all of this to be true, there would have to be an invisible boathouse room above this normal one. So I tried it again, and bam, there it was. So it seems like Nintendo just has you teleport into the sky when you walk into a room here in Delfino, probably so the room inside could be larger than what the exterior would allow. But I don't know much about this stuff. I did, however, find another room at the exact same elevation as the boathouse room that I walked out of into normal Delfino once again. All of this stuff is wild and makes me feel like I'm probing the Super Mario Sunshine Matrix. Well, to jump further down the rabbit hole, I combined this glitch with the last one so that I could walk underwater in the invisible Delfino Plaza. Holy moly, let me tell you, this place is barren. I haven't seen a color scheme this monotonous since I played GTA 4. But still, it is fun to run around nothing and to see floating assets all over the place, so this one is still worth it. If you want to end this glitch, you can either enter a level or, reset your console. Do one of those things or else Mario's gonna be sleeping with the fishes. Over in Bianco Hills, get on the tight ropes with the rocket nozzle. Use the nozzle as many times as you can, then get hit by a wind spirit. Once this happens, you will fly super high into the air very quickly. You will float gently down from very high up until you land on an invisible floor where Mario just seems to chillax for a bit and blink his eyes weirdly. Also, Flood looks super weird while Mario lays dormant like this. Like, Flood looks broken. Ugh. To shake loose of this strange state, go into first person mode and Mario will continue falling gently into the level where he belongs. You don't receive any fall damage on this one, so this is pretty low risk, but you do have to look Mario in the eyes when he's completely paralyzed. Here's a quick little something that can be done with Yoshi. Okay, so you see Pink Yoshi over there with his little standing animation? He's absolutely adorable, isn't he? Well, if you spray with Yoshi and jump off immediately, he gets stuck in that animation instead. While he's like this, his mouth stays open, he's dancing around like a weirdo, and his saddle is all cattywampus. Also, this one's fun because in first person, Yoshi follows your exact camera movement. This is ridiculously easy, so jump in there and make Yoshi get crunk. Speaking of Yoshi glitches, here's a trick that'll force him to join the underwater running craze. Grab Yoshi and spin jump into this spot on this side of the building. Once you land, jump immediately into the water in front of you or you will die. Once those steps are accomplished, you are done. Seriously, that is all it takes. Just waltz around like you did earlier when Mario was alone. Actually, this glitch is really helpful to get to that island thing because you don't have to use any boats. You can just lightly jog straight there. That, however, cannot solve stupidity. I managed to get Yoshi stuck on the yellow endoplasmic reticulum thing in a way that completely prevented me from ever using him again.
Failure.
Give this one a shot, just don't do what I did. For literally the easiest glitch ever, pick any shine in Pinna Park but number 2 and make your way to the cannon. Jump a couple of times on this Pianta bro, then ground pound. You are now inside this cannon illegitimately for the second time now. Except this time, the view is a lot more unpleasant. Gosh, I have not been this uncomfortably close to a complete stranger since my last physical. This glitch doesn't do anything useful at all, but it does create an awkward moment that the whole family can enjoy. Now there are some tricks you can do while getting a shine as well. If you're shooting water while getting a shine, Flood will just go crazy in the animation, and Mario will completely miss the camera. Likewise, if you're simply aiming while you get a shine, Mario will look off in the complete opposite direction. My best theory for this is that Mario is ashamed of glitchfall at this point and can't get himself to look at us in the eye. By the way, the manhole covers in this game are really confusing and don't make any sense to me for some reason. I never actually know which side is supposed to be facing up, but there's still a neat trick that you can do with them. Jump out of one, jetpack away from the area, and walk back. Now when you step foot on the manhole cover, the cover itself will magically turn over. Not particularly useful, but fun nonetheless. Oh yes! Okay guys, pay attention for this one because it's awesome and I almost vomited the first time I did it. Go to Gelato Beach and water one of these bad boys that does the weird sand indentation thing. Just after you water one, ground pound so that you land at the same time the sand pops down. Once that happens, Mario flies way up into the air and ground pounds at an incredible rate of speed back down to Earth. So fast, in fact, that the camera cannot keep up with him, hence this beautiful vomit-inducing stereoscopic camera effect that's going on. This glitch was probably my favorite to do because to do it, you just have to master the timing, which is admittedly pretty fun. I pulled this one off probably 4 times in a row, and I loved every bit of it, and I only puked like twice. So yeah. For this next glitch, head over to Rico Harbor and find your way to the blooper racing area. Now normally, if you press start and select exit area, you'll safely return to Delfino Plaza. However, if you exit the area while transitioning through the tunnel, your entire game resets. Talk about a rude awakening if you haven't saved in a while. Apparently, this works in any level where you transition areas except for Pinna Park. So, if you are literally the laziest human being alive and you've been looking for the easiest solution possible to resetting your game, now you have it. Just try not to collapse underneath the weight of the controller. Next up is the funniest glitch in the game in my opinion and takes us back to Pinna Park. Pick episode 7 and let a swipe and stew steal your hat. Once you've lost a fair bit of health, go talk to an NPC. After some time talking, Mario literally gets bored to death. Yes, Mario is dead. And this Pianta just could not care less.
Hey, Sunshade Lounge just won't cut it for you, no. Mario? Are you okay? I'll take that as a yes. Hey, Sunshade's alone just won't cut it for you. Nope. You also need one of my custom tropical shirts. Here you go. My, oh my. I haven't seen anyone look that good in my gear in ages.
You look amazing, Bernie. This glitch is just utterly ridiculous, and I just found it super funny for some reason. I don't know, I just love it. Next up, we've got the most beautiful glitch of them all, and you have to be in the infamous Pachinko level in order to make it work. First off, this level feels totally unfinished anyway, but sometimes when you're messing around the pegs, you can get Mario stuck in this beautiful, illustrious display of color and elegance. And you know what? I cannot recommend this glitch because honestly, it was awful trying to get this to work and this level is just downright terrible anyway. And that brings us to a glitch that, quite frankly, we need to talk about. Go to Gelato Beach, get on one of these solar panel things and spray some water. The water does not show up at all in the reflection. Weird. Likewise, when you actually try to see Flood's reflection, her spout is completely missing. What is going on? I believe that this simply means that Mario cannot be trusted to vacation anymore because he gets too bored and gets a little delusional. Things are starting to make a lot more sense about our protagonist now, aren't they? Tell me if these sound crazy to you or not. Rides a dinosaur as transportation. Crazy. Both Mario and said dinosaur literally cannot stop dancing. Crazy. Is a plumber that fights turtles to save a princess. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This dude cannot be trusted with my left shoe, let alone an entire kingdom. But when your entire kingdom demographic is a bunch of mushrooms, I guess anything goes. I say all of that to say this. Actually, no. I'm gonna wait until the next episode to finish that thought. Hey guys, quick note, I do have a brand new Twitch account and Twitter account, so those will be my new accounts from now on. I love you, you guys are amazing, thank you guys so much for watching, I could not do it without you. And I sincerely hope you join us next time on Glitch Vault.